Hello. It's been a few since I last played Pokemon. It's been, let's see, August, September, and then it's about the middle of October, so 2.5 months. Been a decent bit. This is, of course, Pokemon Emerald for the GBA, so we actually get to see some bright colors instead of the kind of monochrome of, well, red and blue, and then the slight colorization of course, gold, silver, and crystal. And we get a slight foreshadowing moment at the very beginning of what is to come, the battle between Groudon and Kyogre, and Rayquaza, who is supposed to be, well, the main mascot of this game, as well as apparently a savior for the series here. Here it is, Pokemon Emerald version. And I actually really like this title screen, unlike Pokemon Crystal, which is kind of boring. But we're going to change fast, the most important. Do I want a frame? Let's just go with that. Let's go, new game. So, we're going to start off, of course, with the basic introduction of Pokemon. I'm just going to kind of go through it very roughly. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. They're creatures that we use to battle. Some people treat them as pets. Overall, they're just mystical creatures that apparently, as you are 10 years old, you're allowed to have these creatures, which have proven to be able to cause earthquakes, whirlpools, explosions. But we are a boy, or at least I think I am, still unconfirmed on that, and that is going to be the name, Ross, for our character here. Okay, you're Ross, who's moving to my hometown of Little Root. I get it now. Well, thank gosh you do. Very own adventure is about to unfold. Yep. And friendships. And then we start the game with a load of bullcrap. We are stuck inside of a moving truck with loose boxes and loose furniture everywhere. And how do the boxes not collapse on me as it breaks? I have no idea. And of course, it's our mother who has decided, man, it's a good idea to stuff my 10-year-old child in the back of a moving truck with heavy boxes, because as confirmed right there, there is a TV, a table, a counter. So how the heck did I not die? But one thing of note, we do have a PC over here. Apparently this made the move of danger. We're going to grab a potion. It's not really necessary as it was in red and blue. What does this book say? Adventure rule, open the menu with start. We have save. Oh, I guess we only learned 2 things. Here's the trainer card. This is important if you are going for a specific Pokemon, as I'll describe later. This is a map which is way more friendly than the first 2 generations. Look at this. Way more smooth. But you can see the future of where we're going to go. And also we have a clock which replaces the day-night cycle. Oh my god. Wait, would it be better to go backward? No, it would be forward. But this is to replace the day-night cycle, which is so goddamn boring to set up. About 5. It's hard to really say exactly. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's about 509, 508, around there. Everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything. Apparently, we're really good at moving. Pokemon are, anyway. And we have something on TV. Ross, come quickly. What's going on? Dad will be on. And just like usual, I never get to see my dad. Sad face. Oh, Professor Birch. Okay, I guess we'll go introduce ourselves to the neighbors. I mean, it's proper. Though I'm not sure where this guy lives because there's only 2 houses and a lab. But what do you have to say, dude? You can store items PC. The power of science is staggering. That's the wrong word. It's supposed to be incredible. But, one thing of note is that there have been plenty of changes that we'll get to throughout, the course of the game. This is kind of the bare basics because of where we start. Here's our rival, in quote, and I'll explain why rival is in quotation marks later. But apparently she's stuttering a lot. She's nervous, which is fine. New people make you nervous sometimes. I can understand that. I'm gonna steal the Pokeball. Nah, come on. So she's getting ready. I guess we can head out. We've introduced ourselves. May is apparently wanting to be friends, which is a different set of shenanigans going on than what happened with blue and silver. So I want to go see what's going on, but I don't have any Pokemon. Can you see what's happening? Help me! And it's Professor Birch getting chased by the least threatening Pokemon in creation, a Zizagoon. Just kick it. But he wants us to get a Pokemon. Actually, where are you going? Don't leave me like this. I love that. Alright, so we get access to the starters here, and we're going to go in order from left to right so I can explain what these are. Trico is a grass-type Pokemon and stays pure grass all the way through the evolution, cycle that starters have. Overall, it's the fastest grass type in the game. There's no competition, and even nowadays, it's still the second fastest grass type. So it is incredibly fast. It hits incredibly hard. Its early move pool is kind of meh, but it's workable. The problem is there's a lot of competition for a good grass type, and it's overall not the most competent choice. It also relies on its lesser attack score of a physical attack move pool because the special attack move pool is lackluster. Next, we have Torchic. This is the fan favorite for this. Fire type evolves into Combustion and it gains a fighting type. Excellent dual stab. Great level up move pool. Really what you want in a starter. It's a great mixed attacker all around. It also has just fantastic placement, being one of the few great fire types in the game. Really, this is probably the should-be choice if you want to have the best team possible. Next is Mudkip, the pure water type that evolves into a water ground type. Excellent typing. I cannot say enough about that typing being excellent. Really good. Now, it has excellent bulk. Because of this, it becomes probably one of the best tanking Pokemon in the game. Decent move pool. Both stabs are decent. It doesn't have that great special attack, but makes up for a great physical attack score. And the sad part is that's the slow start. But I will be going with Mudkip here. Because 1, I want it as my water type. And 2, I picked the grass starter in red-blue. I picked the fire starter in crystal. And now I'm picking the water starter in emerald. So it makes sense. Hey, that's actually rare. So hold items, some wild Pokemon will spawn with them, of course. Or appear with them. I shouldn't say spawn. But overall, that's like a 10% chance on the Zizagoon. It's also female. What a weird day. But overall, Pokemon battling hasn't changed much. If you've seen any Pokemon game, you attack until something dies. Or faints, in quotes. I was in the tall grass studying wild Pokemon when I was jumped. And you didn't have a Pokeball with you? This is not the place to chat. Well, apparently, it's the place to do research without a Pokemon with you. But I've heard about your father. Yes, my dad went for a pack of smokes, never came back. Yeah, we don't care. We got Mudkip, though, which is pretty cool because we would not be able to do anything. I'm not nicknaming. I'm just showing that you can nickname stuff. But we're going to move forward with our Mudkip. We're going to go see May because apparently she has experience as a trainer, which I have issues with. But one thing, I got a female starter. Huh. And Quirky's fine. I'm fine with Quirky. I'll keep it. But one thing that I want to point out is there are 2 new things involved in Pokemon. Natures, as you actually saw. I'm going to show it again because this is very important. And abilities. You can see a Torrent right there, which is Mudkip's ability. And you can also see the nature right below it. Quirky is basically a decent nature. I'll explain more on natures as we go along. But what nature do is they increase one stat by 10% or lower one... No, not or. And lower stat... lower one stat by 10%. Apparently I cannot stop messing that up. But that's the reason there are 5 neutral natures, actually, is because it is possible to get one stat to go up and the same exact stat to go down. That's why there's 5 neutral natures. So overall, it is a new system to kind of bring differences to Pokemon. If Pokemon get tired, take them to Pokemon Center. Okay, cool. Knowledge. But overall, natures just kind of make certain Pokemon special. If you are going with a pure physical attacker, adamant nature would be better. Stuff like that. As we go along, I'll explain more and more as we collect more team members with different natures. But also a new thing is abilities. This is actually really cool. We gain Mud Slap, by the way. Overall, abilities are another addition to increase the Pokemon special, sort of like every Pokemon special. Though this is for certain species instead of just every single Pokemon like nature. Every single Pokemon has a different nature than from each other. It's possible to have several Pokemon with jolly nature, of course, but overall it's not too difficult. But in our case of Mudkip, we have Torrent, which is specifically for the water starters, as we'll see in future installments. And I think one Pokemon has it as its hidden ability in later generations. Don't remember it though, because Torrent's not that special. But it is pretty cool for a starter Pokemon such as Mudkip, because once you reach below 1/3 of your maximum health, your water moves will increase by 50%. Now, this doesn't necessarily count as good, but added stab as well means we'll give an example of Water Gun because we'll be gaining it in about 4 levels. Water Gun has 40 power normally. With Stab Multiplier, you now have a move that does 60 power. And then with another Torrent boost, which is 1.5 times Multiplier, it becomes 90 power. So you can see that with Torrent and Stab, you more than double it. And the reason I am fighting wild Pokemon right now is we have not a difficult fight. To be honest, you could probably do it at level 6, heck even 5. But overall, I like to be at a solid level 7 here. That way there's no chance of me getting killed. And I also don't want to be forced to use the potion that I got. Alright. Critical hit at the end. Classic Pokemon right there. But that's pretty much it. Let's find one last battle and then we'll go to Pokemon Center. And we will, of course, save and we'll end it off. And then next time we will be taking on May. Because you do fight May. I should have probably explained that earlier. And one thing I do want to point out, that this is Generation 3, and I have to make sure to point this out, because what counts as physical and special attacks is still categorized, said that wrong, by type. So a ground move is still physical no matter what type of move it is. Like Mud Slap in later gens is special. Here, it's physical because it's a ground move. But overall, I'm going to heal. I'm going to show you how that's done. Even though I already did. But, you know, you have to be sure on this. And then we will be ending it off. So next time we'll be taking on May. And we'll probably be moving out of the small section that we have explored of Hoenn. Thank you for watching. And make sure you subscribe for more. So till then.